For them as well. And oh, we got AG just trying to drive by, and nice shots coming up from ZGG, gonna take down DMGGGG.
Good shooting here. Hanboya trying to get across as well. You can see other members of 4AM here right behind. He gets out of the vehicle, trying to take some shots at Duckman. Nothing landing though.
Now makes the switch back over towards General and does connect there, and that's gonna be some nice shots coming out from Godby as you see the UAZ just slam into the tree off to the side. So 4AM coming out already at 3 kills, taking the shots in the air. It's a call of dominance.
My goodness, 4AM getting 2 early knocks and kills here.
Thank you so much, and here we go. We got 17 now looking back over towards Force as they're going for a rotation. Shoot to kill, also just gunning it straight through the middle of everyone. No fear, and it looks like they're gonna be running right up into VSG. This is a firm, strong breach, but a lot of damage has been done in the rotation. One member of Shoot to Kill is already down. Second one already drops as well. Really, it's just Alo and Uncivil trying to fight their way out of this, but they're already taking so much damage.
Yeah, and now there's some other teams getting in on this fight. Dangche does get knocked, but that will be STK eliminated in 16th place. OP Gaming Rangers, they wanted to reposition, get a little more central circle here, and on top of that, you know, they were following Team Liquid. They probably saw them trying to catch up to the last member of 4AM. Show here trying to land some shots on the Force, and he does get the knock on the Kale. My goodness, what some, oh, Monkey King got that though.
I love this. That's what you do. If you see somebody making their way for the vehicle, take them out the moment they get in the seat. You can see Force was running over their motorcycle. It's like, we have to protect it as the tires go down, and just feels bad. Now we've got Force caught off to the side of it, and 17 Gaming very aware of where they're at. Going for the reposition, and Profi, we saw him pick up this gun a second ago. If you want to go for a close range fight, this is the weapon to do it with. Going for a peek back and forth around as the blue zone is coming in. RDK steps over and does go down, but it does not matter as Aerowolf 1 is going to follow it up and take down Cloud9.
Yeah, nice job there by Aerowolves defending that push from C9. The circle is coming onto them, though. It looks like they will lose that member to the circle that got knocked by C9. Sharky here looking down on Incognito. They take a stand. Oh, Songjang gets the rip on the show, trying to get it on the Monkey King as well, and that's 2 knocks for Songjang.
That was a nice peek back and forth along that tree, and YY's went in to get some vengeance back over towards it. Taking a couple of shots, but no, it's going to be Yak that pops off and gets them taken down. Cross, look at this cross. We've got a Freak of Freaks that are making their way back down the hillside. Tempo Storm got that knock a second ago. They're unrelenting in their push, where they're going to follow up right back behind it. And there's Aerowolf 1 that's posted up, just kind of hiding out with the last remnants of their team. Here we go. We've got a little bit of a back and forth as Envy is still looking over towards NIP as well.
Yeah, Envy here putting some nice shots, using that height advantage they have very well. Grenade coming in here. Lambu, is it going to bounce far enough? Not the first one, not quite. Second one does do a little bit of damage. Lambu trying to dance around, but he gets headshot by Juanita of all people.
That is just a rough position for Afreeca. Freaks Fatal to have to move down into Team Liquid in a lot of trouble as ZGG is just somehow still alive. Ling goes, no, this is my home. You don't get to take it from me. Gotta go ahead and connect with that and move them up to 5 kills.
What is with these solo players absolutely popping off here today? What exciting play from them. Oh, Venerated gets the knock on the Indigo.
Force was trying to push right up back behind Envy, and you can see Venerated just holding this angle. A nice little dip that he can play along. He's going to go for a reposition as he knows the grenades are going to start coming through. It's really neat to play along these cliffs or these hillsides if you can get the angles for it, because it kind of makes it to where the grenades can't matter as much. They'll roll down the hill back behind you. So nice repositioning coming out as Force now looks like they're going to go for the low ground reposition out around Envy. So here you go. You can see that beautiful grenade just popping right up next to it. Going to get the down onto 1 and then follow it back up, and that's going to be the second Liquid player going down.
Yeah, Pat Caps here doing a great job defending Entus Force. Songjang, the last member standing here for them, trying to find a way into this circle, but he's got to go through 3 members of Envy. Can he clutch another fight here for Entus Force?
Envy was turned around on the other angle. Finally, the shots do come out from Force, and that's going to give away the position. Venerated's just holding the angle. A lot of damage coming through, and it's going to be the blue that takes down OGN Entus Force.
ZG still in his position where he got those 2 huge grenade kills on the Team Liquid, holding on to this. Star-Lord's got that M24. Now, Star-Lord is one of the best bolt-action snipers in the world. This guy is an absolute god with this thing.
I love how he went for the reposition, trying to play along where the car is at, still using the vehicles for cover. It's going to be Zampa just turning around, taking the shots back over towards Winstrike, getting themselves a kill. Tempo Storm sitting at 8 kills right now as well, so while they do have a lot of damage done to him, going to get good placement based off of that. But I mean, 4AM them has done such a good job in surviving as well. Can we see Liquid do a similar thing? Can they net a lot of kills with their solo? Because that's kind of the telling factor right now. These solos just don't care.
Oh no, Mental has no idea Samty is there. That will be the knock and the confirmed kill onto him. Mental just never looked down to see him. A nice play there by Samty to pick up a point for his team.
Samty's holding that angle, but now OP Rangers aware that somebody's back behind him. The spray comes out. Samty does manage to make it right up next to the hill, but here's the problem. The grenades are starting to roll out. One bounces over onto his head. That one looks like it could be pretty good, but no, it's just going to take most of the brunt of the damage along the building there. So now here comes the creep up on top of this. The blue's going to come in. It's going to tick for a ton, and that's going to be Liquid getting eliminated.
Juanita trying to get some shots onto the OP Gaming Rangers. Nothing landing here, and there's still CG just hiding. This guy is hanging out. We'll see what he's got going.
Next to him as well. You've got to be kidding me. There's going to be a crate landing right up on top of him. OP Rangers taking the shots back over towards, but it's going to be Dangche back over for VSG that hits the shots over onto him. So now that's going to stall down OP Rangers for just a second. You can see the blue is now coming in. Nobody towards the top wants to move, but Star-Lord nails one hell of a headshot onto Moody.
My goodness, Star-Lord, I love to see him using these bolt-action snipers again. This guy can really make things happen with that gun. The OP Rangers, though, will end up getting the kill onto 4AM, but they get knocked by VSG. Juanita landing some shots onto Babo.
It took a lot of time, though, is the factor with it. OP Rangers has had to contest with them for a long time. Looks like they've opted into making their way up and forward. Wants to go after Envy. Remember, these guys have been taking shots back and forth with each other for a while. Envy has a little bit of a tree line that they can play just off to the side, but it's going to be just a run and jump down that hillside. And everybody knows when you land for just a second, you sit there. So you got to be very cautious as both these teams make their way forward. Envy seem to be firmly aware. You can see the grenades now coming through. Where's the trap going to come through? And the blue takes down Tamaria. That's no good. Now it's just DG walking right up into 3. Gonna have to throw out the smoke, see if he can get himself a little bit more cover. But is DG going to be enough of a distraction that's going to allow VSG or NIP to take any shots up into this? Envy doesn't want to have anything to do with this fight. Instead, they're just going to go around it, out the other side of it, and that's just going to force Juanita to take a lot of shots back over towards DG. And we talked about it. Once you hit that ground, you just stick there for a second, and man, VSG just mopped that one up.
Yep, DG, the last member alive there for OP Gaming Rangers, so they go down in 4th place. We're down to 3 teams. Envy, NIP, and VSG. VSG controls the compound. The circle has continued to stay with them. It's going to be difficult for NIP here to come up into this if the circle continues to keep shifting east.
Look at this. Star-Lord just walks out over to this crate, firmly confident that his team will have his back. Everybody else is just cowering from the weathering amount of bullets that VSG has been putting out. Finally, Moody gets the necessary down so that way they can potentially move through this, but it's just going to be a drop back over there. Should be an easy res. How do we see a reposition from Envy go? You can see there's no real easy path for them out of this. NIP on one side, they've got VSG on the other. The only real hope is maybe NIP distracts them for just a second to allow Envy to make their way down this hill.
Yeah, and Envy already starting to smoke up a little bit. They want to find a way into this circle if they can. They're in a bit of a battle here with Envy, but the Star-Lord once again landing a nice shot with that bolt-action sniper, looking for another kill onto the team Envy.
I think he caught them as he was jumping down the hillside in air. So Moody, this is going to be a rough go for you, man. You got to take your pick. Which way are you going to feed that 1 point over? Jumps back down, and you can see the spray just comes through from 2 different angles, and it's going to be Star-Lord stacking up another one, as I believe we see VSG making their way up to 10 kills.
VSG looking to close this one out. It is a 4-on-2. 4 kills already for NIP. They're doing a nice job holding this western edge of the circle, but they are in an incredibly difficult position here. They're going to wait for this next circle. They don't have to show themselves here quite yet. There's just enough of a hill in front of them that VSG doesn't have the greatest of angles. VSG very aware of what is going on. Star-Lord, as per usual, will be the lead man for VSG in this fight.
Everybody does need to make their way forward towards where the center of the circle is going to collapse down to. You can see we've got VSG already making that move, finally leaving their buildings, leaving the safety, but they're bouncing from rock to rock. Vard gets a lot of damage back over towards Star-Lord. Got to be a little bit cautious as he goes for the peek over to it, but Vard actually got the worst end of that deal. NBS is hoping that maybe this grenade will bounce right at Star-Lord's feet, and it's going to be right back behind him, and it does connect. That's going to be a nice down onto it, but it's not going to be enough as Vard went down on one exchange. So now it's NBS looking at 3 different members of VSG just walking forward. Grenades are starting to rain down next to him. He's having to dance around explosion after explosion. MVS takes a couple of headshots. There's really nowhere for him to go. He's just trying to survive for as long as he can, get some more information, maybe just buy this out, buy a little bit more space. He is in a 2v1 at the time. Can he get anything else out of this? As Juanita is gonna go for a res. Smokes are starting to come out from NBS. What does he have left in the tank? The blue is coming down for him. Hulk's got the angle, has a pretty good idea on where he's at. You can see NBS is playing around that bush. NBS gets a lot of damage back over towards Hulk. Hulk's trying to find the angle for it. NBS is just trying to turn this one around with everything that he's got. He's got the smokes off to one side, providing him a little bit of cover, a little bit of maneuverability, but the res did come back. VSG is 3-man strong, and NBS wants to go for this push. The grenade looks like it's gonna land a little bit to the right. How much more smokes does he have? How much more time can he buy?
He's trying to do everything he can, but VSG completely throws the window, but he gets the knock onto Hulk. He's going to try to confirm the kill. Can't quite do it. Some damage coming through here. He's taking a lot. He does confirm the kill on Hulk. Juani on his left leg, and they'll do it. VSG takes game number 2.
Nice job from VSG as they walk away with 12 kills. Man, they were just like refereeing every single fight around them for so long.